Hi, and welcome to Piano with Georgia. I'm Georgia, and in today's lesson, we are going to name our black keys. We will also learn a few symbols to help create a shorthand for writing chords. So hop on your bench or chair, and let's get started. If you'd like to complete a warm-up practice session before you start our new lesson, I refer you back to the guided practice that went along with Lesson 9. The link will be here, and in the description below. Let's jump in. First, new vocabulary. Let's officially talk about the black keys. You've been using them right along with the white keys, but I've simply been calling them black keys. Well, that changes now. Black keys are interesting in that we still use the music alphabet to name them, but they have an additional title, either the word sharp or flat. Will go along with the alphabet letter. And here's the mind blower. Every black key has a sharp name and a flat name. Let's start with the sharp names. The word sharp simply instructs you to move a half step higher than the note you are currently on. I always remember that if I sit on something sharp, I'm definitely going to jump up higher immediately afterwards. Ouch! So let's put this concept into action. Looking at the piano, find a C. C sharp would be the black key that is a half step higher or up to the very next note on the piano. Let's do another one. Find F. F sharp is up a half step to this black key right here. One more. Find a G. G sharp is the next note higher, this key right here. Okay, weird example. Always gotta be a weird one. What if you start on an E? E has no black key that is a half step higher, but our definition of sharp still stands. E sharp would be a half step higher, and yep, E sharp and F are the same key on the piano. So, while all black keys will have a sharp name, not all sharp names are black keys. Ooh. And now flats. With a flat, you go down a half step, or in other words, to the very next key lower on the piano. I remember it as if my car gets a flat tire, the car sinks a little bit lower. Example time. Find a B. B flat is down a half step, or moving to the next key lower. Find an E. E flat is down a half step, or moves to the next key lower. And yep, there are a couple of cases where you can have a white key named as a flat. Can you find them? Look at C and F. Both of these keys have white keys that are a half step lower. So you'll see C flats and F flats every now and then. It's no big deal, just a little weird thing you should know about. As you build chords that have black keys in them, and if you want to know which title to give to the black key you are playing, remember this. All chords are built of thirds. So you want to have alphabet letters that skip one letter. You don't want consecutive letters, and you don't want to skip two letters. For example, let's look at D major. Quick review of constructing a major chord. We need a major third above D. 1, 2, 3 empty keys and play the next note. Then a minor third from this black key. 1, 2 empty keys and then play the next note, A. To name the black key, we know that we want to skip an alphabet letter, in this case, E, and our black key should be named F something. Looking at the piano, ask yourself, is this black note higher or lower than the white key F? It's higher, so it is a, drum roll please, sharp. Try the same thing with A major and E major. These three chords all feel the same on the piano with a black key in the middle. A major, A, B, C, C something. This should be C sharp. E major, E, F, G. Your middle note is G something, G sharp. Now, let's find a chord where we need a flat in the middle. Let's look at C minor. We start on C. To create a minor chord, we need the small third on the bottom and the big third on the top. So, starting on C, 1, 2 empty notes and land on the next one. It's a black key. Go ahead and complete the chord from here. 1, 2, 3 empty notes and land on the next key. It should be G. Okay, so what alphabet letter is a skip from C? C, D, E. Okay, our black key has to have a name of E something. Is this black key higher or lower than E? Yes, it is lower. This is an E flat. As you continue creating chords and figuring out the names of the black keys, you'll start to see the patterns and you'll just memorize which ones have what. But always remember, there are these underlying patterns that help you understand so you aren't just memorizing, but creating patterns. Last thing, let's talk about a few symbols or abbreviations that you will see. A sharp is written with a tic-tac-toe grid. Some of you may know it better as a hashtag. Meanwhile, a flat looks like a lowercase b with a little artistic tilt to it if you want to be fancy. Major chords are written with capital letters, and minor chords will have a lowercase m next to the letter name. So I could write this, capital C, A-M, capital F, capital G, and now you know you are supposed to play a C major chord, then A minor chord, then F major chord, and a G major chord. Of course, sometimes in music there are variations, such as using a lowercase alphabet letter for the chord name to indicate a minor chord. So the previous progression would look like this: capital C, lowercase a, capital F, capital G. In our next lesson, we will do some reading of chord charts. Time to start jamming to tunes you know and love. But in the meantime, feel free to search out some chord charts on your own and notice how much more sense they already make. Thank you so much for watching. There will be a guided practice video on this lesson coming very soon. And also thank you to those of you who've been leaving me comments. I love them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help support free piano lessons for all. Okay, What alphabet letter is a skip, or third, from C? C, D, E. With fingers, 1, 2, 3, I count them. Oh, that was a note to myself.